Trina here from Scrappy Horses. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm bringing the sentiment front and center, and we're going to explore some ways that we can use our sentiment as the focal image of your card front. So let's get started here in Cricut Design Space, and that's where we're going to stay for the entirety of this video. I'm not going to be going off to the craft table because the put-togethers were just so easy. I've started off with digital paper, Flower 2, and that's from Scribbles Designs, and it is free. Digital image, Flower 1, it's a Scribbles design, and it is free. And this particular sentiment is from Decosse's Dynamite Doodles. And I'm sorry, I don't have a link to that. All right, so let's get started. I've put together two cards where I've used the sentiment as our focal image. And this one on the left, again, really simple put together. This white rectangle in the back is basically our card blank or our card base. It measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it just represents the card blank. All right, so we'll move it out of the way. What I did then is I chose to take a 1/4 inch off each side then, right? So it fits right on the front of here, and use this paper. So what I did is I brought in a square and I sized it to 4 by 5 1/4. Easiest way to do that is unlock, make your width 5 1/4. I'm doing this at my keyboard, and my height will be 4. I'm going to go ahead and lock that back up. Now, I want this to be a print then cut. So I'm going to come up here to this top line where it says basic cut, click, and I'm using my mouse to do that. Left click print then cut, left click the gray square, left click color, left click pattern, and I go through my patterns here to find this floral. And here it is. Once you find it, you left click, and then I can come down to edit pattern and I can change the size. I can move it right and left. So I'm going to change it to about right here. That looks fun. Okay, so that's approximately, I think I have it a little bigger in that one, but we'll leave it here. That's fine. So we have that layer done. Then I just basically brought in another rectangle where I could put my little images in sentiment. Again, come into shapes, pull that up. I can make it whatever size I like. I'm just pulling it right now using my mouse. And I'm going to make that white. So I'm going to come up, left click, white, and that's ready now. I know that I want this sentiment on here, so I'm going to bring it down. I need to move that to the front first. And actually, I'm just going to bring this over here. Bring this in. I can size it down here, put it in position, and now I want to grab these flowers that I brought in. There's our flower from Scribbles. I need 3 of those. So I'm just going to hit duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. I'm going to bring it in, size it down, size it down again. And then here's one that's bigger. And it's going to sit right there. You see that I have these edges cut off of these flowers. What I can do is choose this piece right here, duplicate it. I'm going to line up these two rectangles. So I choose the two rectangles, align center. I'm going to make this one disappear by closing the eye over here in this right-hand panel. So here it is. I've selected it. It's lined up with my other rectangle. I'm going to close my eye. I know that this is the one selected because it's green. I'm going to now select just this flower right here. But as I run my cursor over it, it's also selecting this rectangle. So I can hit slice. I'm going to do the same thing with this flower and the rectangle. Slice. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this piece anymore. And I don't need this piece anymore. So this is all trash now. I can throw all this away. I can delete it. Now remember the piece that we hid? We're going to go back and open the eye on that. Move it to the back. And now everything's there and ready to go ahead and flatten. So I will select it all, flatten. This piece is going to print and cut separately. All right, bring that to the front. And I'm going to put that on the front then. And there it is. That's how simple that is. Isn't that fun? All right, so we're just going to pick up all of that, move it over there. Now, you can also do an offset to put behind and layer this, and that just gives it a little more color there. So let's do that. I choose this rectangle. I left click offset, move it down, give it right angle corners. Let's make it a little bigger. Apply. And we can change that to a fun purple color and it's ready. So it's going to cut this little piece and we can color it separately and then put it on with dimension if you choose, or you can just adhere it directly to the card, whatever you like. And you can color these or you can leave them black and white, whatever you'd like to do there. And that is all done. This piece we did exactly the same way. The only difference is I brought in a square. So let's do that. I brought in a square, sized it where I wanted it, brought in this piece. Let's bring it to the front. There we go. Let's center it. So I select both, come up to align, center. I want this gray piece to be white. We're going to flatten it. And then all I did was cut 5 of these little flowers. And I cut them at slightly different sizes. So again, I can duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And I just stuck them around at different sizes. And there are 2 ways you can do this. You can either print and cut the flowers onto the wreath, or you can do them all separately and adhere them with some glue. And that makes it look a little different too. So there are just all kinds of things you can do to vary the card. We use the very same paper. We use the very same image. We use the same card size, and we use the same card design, but we came up with 2 very different looking cards. So you can see here, this one is separate, and I adhered that with some 3D tape. This one is all one piece, print and cut. I used gel pen to go over the vine and colored the little flowers with Copic markers, added 2 little pieces behind and a bow to the front. So we came up with 2 different looking cards using all the same pieces. Okay, that's it for this video. Any comments or questions, leave them in the box below. I'm more than happy to answer. Come on over to the Scribbles Challenge and play along with us. Our theme this month is Say It with Flowers. So I know almost everybody out there enjoys a nice floral card. So come play along with us. We'd love for you to join in the fun. Also, come on over to the Scribbles Designs. I will link these flowers and the paper. Comments or questions, leave them below, and I will catch up with you in the next video. Bye.